Welcome to our AI video series, where we turn AI tools into practical applications for instructional design teams. Have you ever had a stack of documents to review for a course and not known what to do with them? Don't have time to go through them all? Want to cut through the pile of raw content and get straight to the point? Today, we're testing NotebookLM, an AI platform that transforms your sources into a personalized AI expert. Let's say you're working with a new subject matter expert who is excited to have you work with them to build a course. They send you over 20 different resources, including Word documents, PowerPoints, web articles, and a bunch of YouTube videos. You don't have time to read through them all thoroughly. How can you review the necessary information to get a summarized understanding of the content and properly prepare for your next meeting with the subject matter expert? Enter NotebookLM. NotebookLM is an AI-powered research tool that helps you organize, summarize, and explain various sources that you upload. These sources can include YouTube videos, documents, websites, Google Docs, Google Slides, or copied text. It can turn these sources of information into a podcast, video, mind map graphic organizer, frequently asked questions, briefing document, timeline, and even study guide. A really cool feature is that you can use a chat box to ask NotebookLM questions, and the AI features can answer them based only on your sources. This tool is useful to instructional designers because they often have to create courses on content they are not familiar with that they receive from subject matter experts to quickly become familiar with the subject before creating a course or learning materials. This leaves them more time to ask higher-level, strategic questions and create better, more powerful learning content. However, this tool can have multiple use cases for almost any audience. Now let's take a look at NotebookLM. On the homepage, you will see a list of your notebooks. If you haven't created a notebook, this page will be blank. You can click either of the buttons to create a new notebook. Let's take a look at the main user interface. This UI is simple but very effective. On this screen, you can upload or add all your sources. Your sources limit and the amount you have used will be along the bottom. You can also click on the Discover Sources button in the top right-hand corner to chat with Gemini and use its answers as a source. Now we're on the NotebookLM home screen. The left panel contains all the courses you have added. The middle panel allows you to add more sources and chat with NotebookLM about the sources you added. The right panel contains the Studio, a suite of the most powerful AI tools. This includes the audio podcast, the explainer video, the study guide, etc. Now, let's take a look at an example. I'm going to take this Cynuria blog post from applicant to standout, how storytelling sets you apart. First, I will copy the link to this blog post and add it as a source in NotebookLM. Now we will see that source listed in the Sources panel. A brief overview of the source will be in the chat panel. From here, you have two main choices. First, you can chat with NotebookLM about the source. You can type your questions into the chat box and it will answer them based on the source. There are also some predetermined questions along the bottom that you can scroll through and click on for the AE to answer. Second, you click on a resource in the Studio, and the AI will generate it for you. We're going to take a look at each of these resources. The audio overview is similar to a podcast. It consists of an audio conversation between two people, usually a man and a woman, who discuss the sources you provided. This includes the ability to create an audio overview similar to a podcast. Let's listen to one from our example.
Hey there, and welcome to the Deep Dive. You know that feeling when you're navigating the job market? I certainly do.
The video overview creates a short explainer video about the sources. It includes both audio and visuals. Here's a preview of the video from our storytelling blog article.
You know that feeling when you're job hunting? It can feel like you're just shouting into the void, right? So how do you make sure your voice is the one that actually gets heard? Well,
The mind map creates a graphic organizer about the structure of the sources given. It looks like this. The briefing document or program guide will give you a brief overview document with clear headings and a short description of all the major topics in the sources. This is the briefing document we created. The study guide and key information provides a sample quiz that includes instructions, quiz questions, essay questions, a glossary of key terms, and even an answer key. The FAQs are frequently asked questions that create common questions that new users reading the sources might ask. Notebook did a pretty good job creating our FAQs. The timeline gives you a chronological schedule of events in the sources and includes a cast of characters. NotebookLM stands out in the following aspects. It only uses the sources you give it. Therefore, it doesn't bring in bad outside sources. It can be more focused on the answers you want since it sticks to the sources. It gives you a variety of outputs from your sources. Chatting with the tool and only getting answers based on your sources but having the power of AI for thinking can allow you to analyze the topic and your sources in new ways. However, there are a number of limitations with NotebookLM. You cannot edit any of the outputs that are produced. The same voices are used on all the audio overviews, a similar template used in all video overviews. A great way to use NotebookLM is as a knowledge base for your content. Pro tip, it's also perfect for prepping client briefings. Simply drop in your notes and let it build the outline for you. We test the tools so you don't have to. Follow us for more smart picks.